phone fell down. Sorry, guys. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the live. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are well. Happy Tuesday. It's been a little while there. I haven't come on to do a live. I've been pretty busy, guys. Busy behind the scenes. There's so much happening in my life. So much happening with construction on our house, the farmhouse. Like it's just craziness. But it's just family stuff been happening. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. So I have to be in the ball. When people are working on your house, you gotta make sure things are done correctly. You gotta decide on what you're gonna put inside the house. It's a lot of work behind the scenes. So that's what I've been doing. But today we're gonna get back on topic. I just came from the farm. I'm so actually tired, but I gotta come on here and give you guys a live. I've been working all morning over there, moving stuff, cleaning stuff, doing this, doing that. But life goes on, and as it says, if you don't work, then you would not be able to eat, right? You have to work so you can eat. So that's what's happening. So today we're going to talk about being frugal and how frugal people have more money than people who are not frugal. People who just spend money uh, however they want, however they wish. They're not very frugal and think very hard about what they're doing and how they're doing it. So these people have more money than people who are not frugal. And I'm going to tell you some ways about how they have more money than you who are not being frugal. And I love to be frugal because I think frugal, like being frugal, should be a way of life because I think it's a way to shop smart. It's a way to have more money in your wallet because you're making smarter choices when it comes to your money and you're getting more bang for your money. So that's what it is. And when you have money, you should be able to use your money in a wise fashion and you get the ultimate benefit of it. It's so bad when you're working and at the end of the month or the week or whenever you get your paycheck, you know, you like saying, "Oh, where is my money? How come I don't have any money? I'm so broke, whatever." That should not happen to you. You should have your money, your finances in check and know where every dollar is going. And so you will not have that issue. So let's talk about being frugal, and let's talk about things that people who are frugal do to keep money in their pocket. So the first thing I want to talk about is the first thing I want to say before I tell you the 12 thing is, like, when you see somebody like being careful with their money, don't be like, "Oh, you're cheap, or you're this, or you're that." Somebody who is deciding, making a decision to spend their money wisely and to make sure that they're not into financial difficulties, like, you should basically be asking this person, like, how can I do this? How can I do what you're doing, instead of criticizing them and saying like, "Oh, you're too cheap, why don't you buy that stuff, why don't you buy this, why don't you buy that?" People who save up their money, they will never be in a crisis. When SHI hits the fan, they won't be in a crisis because they put aside their pennies and they know how to live, they know how to survive. And that's what frugality is all about. Frugality is not about being cheap. Frugality is not about wanting to, or you don't want to buy the best thing and stuff like that. Is being frugal is having sense, a lot of extra common sense that a lot of people sadly don't have when it comes to their money. So let me greet everybody. So hi, cute girl, you're from India, welcome. Bronco Blue, got to protect your energy expenditures. Yes, that's very true. Yes, money is energy previously spent. Okay, all right. So the first thing that frugal people don't buy is skincare product. People who are frugal, they tend to make their own skincare product because they realize it is cheaper and it's less expensive for them. Plus, you you know what's in the product that you're putting on your skin. And people who are very frugal also, they read labels and they're more kind of more conscious. People who are frugal, they're more conscious about what is happening around them. So they tend to do things that make some more conscious choices than people who are like non-frugal, who doesn't really care. They just go to the store and pick up whatever is there and just, So frugal people are very conscious about what is happening in their immediate environment and in the extended environment around them. So they tend to make their own stuff, like, they make their own creams, their own lotions. They invest in doing all the DIY things at home when it comes to skincare, so they don't have to buy this expensive creams that is in the store, which you put it on for 1 second and you think it's going to moisturize you. Well, it doesn't. In about 30 minutes, you like back to dry and ashy again because of all the alcohol that's in it and all that stuff. So frugal people already know that kind of stuff, so they kind of stay away from all this store-bought stuff, but instead invest in quality things that's going to be of value to the skin, and it's going to be value on the pocket, right? The second thing that frugal people don't do is they don't really follow the latest fashion trend, because people who are frugal, they're looking for quality instead of quantity. So a frugal person will tend to buy a good material of clothing. Like, say for example, like what I do in my frugal lifestyle is I buy a lot of clothes that is woven fabrics, like like even this sweater that I'm wearing, like it's a woven. I had this thing for years and it looks like if I bought it a week ago or something. Such good material. So people who are frugal, they tend to go for things that are good material and things that's gonna last long. Like I buy a lot of like wool material, wool skirts, cotton material, good cotton, material that is very not cheap material, to say like just like a $5 up or something, but something that maybe 12, $15, but it's good quality and it's gonna last you a long time. Like linen and cotton and woven and wool material and all that, even some polyester stuff like that. Buy good material clothes. Like just don't just go buy the Walmart brand, all kind of stuff. Like these things, they tend to stretch, they become wide and they don't fit after a little while. And it's just a waste of money. It's better to go and buy some things that are good quality, and then you have them for years and years. Like most of the clothes that I have them for years and years, and you would never know that I had them for years because they're good quality things. Like I love to go to the thrift store or some, how you call that, those vintage store, and just look for certain things and buy them there. Even online you can buy things like vintage things, that good material and everything. Even you can even make your own stuff. Like I make a lot of things, I make it, like my skirts and a lot of things I just learned to sew, and I can sew and I just make them. So people who are frugal, they don't follow the latest fashion. Oh, this new style came out, or this name brand. They're not buying that stuff because, and even though they buy it secondhand after somebody already used it and they don't want it anymore. They buy it and they just wash it and iron it and take good care of it. And the same thing somebody pay $100 for, then they go to the thrift store and buy it for $10, $15. And it's the same thing. But you see what I mean? So you gotta be smart, right? The third thing frugal people don't do is they don't have TV subscription. Most frugal people, they have antennas and they watch TV for free, or if they do have a TV subscription, it's very very cheap, right? We have not a TV subscription, I don't know, for decades since our kids were very small. When I saw like what was on those TV shows, like I'm like, no, my kids not watching that stuff. So I took it off. We have an antenna and we can watch anything, but we can watch certain things. There's enough television shows we get from the antenna, and we can watch that. And then we have YouTube, and that's something we can control with our kids, and we can see everything that they watch. So we decide to do that, and that's basically it. Or we have some old movie things that they can watch, whatever, whatever. But we have all those stuff, and they still have those old VCR. They still have those old things. Just have to go and find them. And if you have one for a long time, it's still able to use, right? Those little old TV that you see people don't want anymore, you could just save one of them and it can still play your movies and your stuff on it, right? So yeah, these things, sometimes things, they take things off the market, or they're like, oh, that's old fashioned or whatever, but those things are even better, the new things that they're bringing right now. So It's the same show that you're watching. It's the same TV or whatever. So why do you need this big flat screen TV when you can see the same TV with an old TV? It doesn't matter. Didn't you use that old TV before? What was the problem? Why is the problem now? Because they bring in flat screen. So these are things that frugal people actually look at. You know, all this subscription and whatever, whatever. Like frugal people tend to stay away from all the sales and deals and all that kind of stuff, but instead they shop when things are out of season. So right now it's fall, and so all the summer things are on sale. So now is the time when I shop, because the dresses that's for $30, $40, now I can go get them for 10, 12, $15. So I have a wide variety of dresses, which is worth, like, one dress is $50, $30. Like, I even got a dress the other day, it was $100, and I paid like $12 for it, because now it's everything is going out of season, so they're trying to get rid of that stock. And a frugal person, that's when they shop. Like, I go to the store and I pay like $100, and I think I got like 10 or 12 dresses for $100. If I had shopped before in the summer, I could maybe buy one or two dresses, because it's expensive. Even the skirts and stuff, I like, if I go to the store, it's like 30 or $40 for one skirt in the summertime. So, but now I can buy lots of stuff. Like, there's things for $7. I bought for $7, $5, $6. Like, there's all kind of low prices right now, because the season is going to the season. Nobody's wearing all these dresses, and then now it's going to be fall, and all the fall warm stuff is coming in. So they're getting rid of all the winter stuff. So a frugal person, that's what they do. They shop um out of season, and that's what we usually do in our household. The fifth point, a frugal person. Hello. My son come from school. So a frugal person tend not to have a gym membership, because gym membership is expensive. And so if you have a gym membership, you know, this is money going out of your pocket and money not staying. But frugal people, they tend to have the exercise things at home. They buy their things little by little, go to garage sales and build themselves a tiny gym, have a couple of weights and bands and stuff like that, kettlebells, the exercise mat, and exercise at home. Because being frugal means that you're thinking about your money. You're thinking about where your money is going and how you cannot spend money. And I had a gym in my house ever since, I don't know when. I always made a tiny gym in my house. I bought weights from Walmart. I bought kettlebells when they were on sale. I have my mats, and I just exercise at home. We had a discount for a gym through my husband work, and we haven't really used it to go to the gym. We use it to go swimming and do other extra activities that he had at the gym. But like, exercise wasn't something that I think I went to the gym there maybe 5 times, I think, but it wasn't like appealing to me, because I have my treadmill at home, I have my stepper at home, I have like 3 different machines at home, plus I have all my different dumbbells and kettlebells, all that kind of things at home. So I don't really need the gym. Plus, when I'm in the gym, you know, there's all these people around me, da da da. When I'm at home, I can just exercise in peace how I want. You know, I don't have to dress in a certain way. I'm just very comfortable at home. So frugal people tend to take this kind of route of exercising at home. And once you're a person who is frugal and you are very disciplined, you can exercise at home. That's what frugal people will do, because they're disciplined and they don't want to spend that money, so they'll exercise at home. And as a frugal person myself, I exercise at home. Honestly, I love exercising at home because it's just better. I just like it overall, because I find it's just less distracting. I can focus on what I'm doing and my reps, and I'm not distracted by people moving up and down, music playing, whatever. I can choose whatever music I want to exercise to and just stick to that. I can put it on my flat screen, or I can put it on my computer. You know, I find it's just more comfortable exercising at home. And I think, like, I get better results when I exercise at home. Not that I never go to the gym, right? I used to go to the gym before. I had a gym membership before, but I just went like it, I don't know, I don't use it for some reason whatsoever. And then, yeah, that's basically it. So, and point number 6, something else that frugal people don't purchase is, they don't take warranty for items. So, you know, like when you buy a vacuum or you buy like some appliances at the store, they ask you, you want to take that $5 warranty, or you want to do this $3 thing. Frugal people tend not to do that. Like, we buy stuff and we don't really care about the thing. If it breaks, it breaks. That's it. Because we want to be stuck to paying $7 or this or that. Yeah, that's not our kind of thing. We tend to look for quality things. We buy quality things, things that's gonna last us, so we don't have to be paying for all this kind of stuff. And if something break, we're frugal people. We put aside our money, we can buy another one. So frugal people tend not to do that. Another thing frugal people don't do or don't purchase or don't buy is they don't cut their own hair. Frugal people learn to cut their own hair, and they cut their own hair and they take care of their own hair and their family's hair. Everybody kind of come around and have the hair cut by the uncle or the dad or the mom or something like that. Or we trim our own hair and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever been to a hairdresser to cut my hair because I want to cut my hair. I think I went to do my hair and they trim my hair, but I don't think I ever went to cut my hair. If I want to cut my hair, I just, lay it down and just trim the sides or do something else. Except if I want a specific style or something like that. But yeah, because I'm very frugal, right? The next point, frugal people, they change their own oil. Yes, we frugal people, we change our own oil in the car. Yes, we put it on our driveway and we change our own oil. But today, today I had my oil change. Not that I didn't ask to change my oil. I took my car to fix because I had something leaking. The fluid was leaking in my car and my starter needed to change. So I brought it in for these two things, and then the guy decided to change the oil. I didn't ask him, but he changed the oil. But my husband said, "Oh, it's okay." But usually we just change the oil ourselves because it's just, why pay all that money to change oil when you can change it yourself? It's so easy. Put a bucket underneath the thing, it drains out. Then you shut the valve. Then you pour the oil back in, and you just measure it and see where it is and if it's good, and that's it, and you're done. You got to pay 1 penny, and you buy the oil when it's on sale. You go to Walmart, or you look at, we have a little book that we get in the flyer. It's a flyer, yes, I think it's a flyer you call it, but it's like a little book. And this is a place, it's like a big company, and you look to see when they have oil, and you just stock up on your oil and you keep it in your garage, and whenever you want to change your oil in your car or your van or whatever, that's what you do. So if you have a vehicle, well, a lot of you have vehicles, don't tell me you don't have vehicles. Changing your oil, you should learn how to change your oil by yourself. It's not hard. Changing your tire, you should learn how to do that. Also, putting fluid in your car, you should learn how to do that. If you're driving a vehicle, you should be able to do that. I used to work in this place, and in the wintertime, I'm always like checking my fluid to see if I have fluid, because I drove, like, my workplace was like 45 minutes from my house. So I use a lot of like the fluid to clean my windshield because of the snow and stuff when I'm driving. So in the evening time, when I'm leaving work, when I go outside to clean my car in the wintertime, I'm putting my hood up and I'm putting my my windshield wiper inside. And my colleagues always saying, "Oh yes, the madam mechanic, she's out there just doing her car." And it was fun because none of my colleagues, they knew how to put that thing in their car, and I actually showed them how to do. It's like, oh my gosh, my colleague was telling me, oh, she didn't even know how to put her fluid in her car, like a wiper, windshield washer, and she was driving and she had none, and she was so scared that she's gonna get an accident. She couldn't see things just stick on her windshield, and she was just crazy. So I said, well, you're driving a car, you should be able to do that. So if you're a frugal person, learn how to put those things in your car. You need to learn how your car works, how your car feels when your car making a noise. You need to know if it's a transmission. You need to know something. Like if you need transmission fluid, then your steering wheel is just gonna get kind of loose. You need to know all that stuff. Okay, learn that stuff. You're gonna drive a vehicle. For Pete's sake, I tell you, women, learn that stuff. It's very, very important. Another thing frugal people do is we don't pay late fees on our credit card, because we use our credit card to get the points and the cash back, but we pay the credit card before the bill comes. So we don't have to pay late fees of our credit card or get interest. And that's what frugal people do. Next thing that frugal people do is we wash our own car at home. Yes, guys, I'm guilty of that. I take a bucket and I go outside and I wash my car. Okay, I have a hose attached in my garage. I open the garage door and I spray water from my hose and I wash my car in the driveway. I wash the wheels and I scrub it down. I vacuum it from inside. I just plug the thing there and I vacuum my car and it's very clean. So if you want to go pay $30 to wash and vacuum a car every second week or whatever, I am not doing that. I wash my own car and I vacuum my car. I just cleaned my car 2 days ago. It's spotlessly clean. Okay, you have a vacuum at home, you can vacuum your own car. Take all the carpet out and clean your car. I buy these wipes. You can buy these wipes at the dollar store, and you sanitizing wipes. I think it's called, yeah, sanitizing wipes. And you just use that to wipe all over your car, clean your car, make it clean. Then you can use essential oils, put it in a cotton ball, and you can put in a little bottle, put like a little string around the bottle and hang it up in front of your car. You can even order those little bottles on Amazon, or you can make your own. You can just get a tiny little bottle, put your stuff in it, put essential oil, and your car is gonna smell really great. So you don't even have to buy those car smelling things, because you don't even know what's in them. So you could make your own and put inside of your car. Why not? Why not? You have to learn to keep your money in your pocket, and there's so much ways that you can do that. And cleaning your own car, vacuuming your own car, washing your own car, it's very, very easy. Just get a bucket at the dollar store, $1.25. Put some soap in the bucket. Get a big brush. You don't even have to get the small brush. You can get the brush that have like has like a handle, and just go around your wheel and clean your wheel. And me, I have to wash my car a lot because I live in a country road and there's a lot of dirt and dust and whatever, and so my car tends to get dirty. So I gotta wash it, and I'm washing it in my driveway, and I'm saving myself $30. So I mean, that's my $30. I can choose whatever I want to do with it. Like, I'm not giving it to anybody. It's mine. So that is why people who are frugal, they have more money than people who are not frugal, because every time you take money, it goes out. You have less money. You have less money. You have less money. When you decide to say, okay, I'm going to do this on my own, then you have more money. Next thing frugal people do is they make home cooked meals. A frugal person hardly eat outside. And we eat outside a couple of times a month, and we just, like, if you want to eat something outside, say we're traveling or we're doing something and we want to eat outside, we think smart about what we're going to buy. Are we going to buy some kind of McDonald's, or we're going to go to a restaurant and sit down and eat? Well, to us, it doesn't make any sense, because we can go to like a bread store, even if I make my own bread, but you want to eat some fancy bread sometime. We will decide to go to a bakery, buy some fancy bread, buy some nice pastry, and go get a whole chicken for $10. So for about $20, me and my entire family can sit outside and eat and have a nice picnic for $20. Or sometimes we decide to go to that place, they call them rotisserie, where they sell smoked meat, and you just have them cut like $12 worth of meat for you, and they put it in a container. And then all you need to do is go buy a lettuce, you can buy some tomatoes, you can buy a cucumber, you can make a salad, and you can eat your meat and your salad. You can buy bread, you can buy some crackers, whatever you want. But if you put that together, that is like sometimes $18, $17. If you buy the meat for, like, say you buy the container of meat for $10 to $12, right, from the rotisserie place, and then you just add some crackers or salad or something like that, you can get like $21 for a meal for your entire family. Like all of us, me, my 5 kids, and myself and my husband, right? 7 of us who can eat that. We go outside and we eat lovely meals. We have lovely picnics for very, very frugal, because we're thinking what we want to buy. If we go to McDonald's, every meal it's like over $10, right? So it's 7 of us. That's $70. That's crazy. And McDonald's is just like, it's junk food, right? You go to a restaurant to eat, it's like $15 per head. So guys, do the math, and the food that they're serving you is not even healthy. If you decide to buy a whole chicken, if you decide to buy some lettuce, tomatoes, and you make your own salad, just wash everything, cut up, make your own salad, it's much more cheaper than spending $70 or $50. Like, think. Frugal people think about what they're doing before they do it, because every dollar in this economy counts. So, like, home cooked meals is so cheap because you're buying things in bulk. Like I always tell you guys in my videos, buy things in bulk. Buy 10 kg of flour, rice, all that kind of stuff. Go in the store, buy things in bulk. Go and buy those buckets and put your things inside store them inside the buckets. Put bay leaf inside of your rice. Buy the flour when they're on sale, so you can make nice meals at home. Cut up your vegetables, freeze them. You can buy the freeze the there's this square, what do you call that? This is like the machine that keeps your food from getting freeze or burn. You can buy that machine, and you don't even have to buy the bags because the bags are a little bit expensive, but you can just use regular bags, and then you put it inside the machine and it zips it takes all the air and it squishes it, and then your food would not be freezer burned. And this is what I do. I like buy lots of things on sale and I freeze them. Like I have a medium sized freezer, I have an extra large freezer, I have two freezers and a fridge, and so I just freeze a lot of stuff. And you could even can stuff, you can ferment stuff, like learn to do things, like learn how to do things so you wouldn't have to be spending money so much. You want to be financially stable, you want to be happy in your finances. A lot of people are out there and they're so miserable because they don't have the money to do what they want. But you don't have money to do whatever you want because you're spending your money too much. You're spending too much. Your expenditure is too much. It's much more than what is you bringing in, and you have to bring in more and keep it in and spend less. So you have to go back to the olden days. You have to go back to the olden days where people can their food, people store their food in salts, people salt their beef, people dry their fish, and all that kind of stuff. You have to go back to those things because that is going to keep you that's going to really keep your finances in your pocket and kind of give you that flexibility. That's going to give you that freedom. That's going to give you that power that, okay, I have the finances and I don't really have to worry in my head. I don't have to work so hard. Or if I don't want to work today, I don't have to work today. I can just take a day off or something. But if you're on that grind consistently, because when you get the paycheck is already finished. Like that, you should not be living your life like that. You should start to adopt some frugal styles, some frugal things, and incorporate them one into your life. And you will see. You will tell me. Comment below and tell me some things that you're changing in your life, some frugal decisions that you started to make, and tell me how it changed the amount of money that you have in your account. The amount of money that you keep. Like I told you in a previous video that I didn't go to I didn't shop like for 3 weeks. I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat from whatever is inside the house, and I was shocked. Like the money that I would usually go to the grocery with, I just had it. I was like, whoa! I just had all the money, and I didn't spend it. And I'm saying I need to do that more often because honestly, I don't really need certain things. I just have to cut that out. So that's basically it. The next thing frugal people do is they wash and clean their own like clothing at home. Like they don't go to dry cleaners to have their clothes clean every week and stuff like that. And they buy stuff that doesn't need to go to the dry cleaners because dry cleaners are so expensive. When I was younger, dry cleaners was like $1.79, 99 cents a shirt. Not today. It's very expensive. So people who are frugal, they tend not to use dry cleaning services because it's too expensive, and so they just buy clothing that doesn't like need dry cleaning. The next thing frugal people don't do is they don't buy new cars. They buy used car and pay off their car loan. So they don't have like a monthly payment. They just own their car outright. If the car is used and it's $5,000, they just pay the 5,000 or the $10,000 and that's it. And guys, in my household, we've never bought a brand new car ever, and we would never buy a brand new car. Every vehicle that we ever had in our entire life, we bought it outright. We save up our money and we buy our vehicle. From since the day I was married, me and my husband, our very first vehicle that we buy together as a married couple, I think it was like $5,000. We paid our $5,000 and that was it. And that car lasted us long until we had more kids and we had to get rid of it. This was like we love this car so much, but we had to get rid of it because it was a very small car and it could only hold 4 people. So we had more kids, and when we go places, we need to take our kids with us, right? And then we couldn't put the car seat inside when we had the kids. It just take up too much space. So if we put the car seat, the back seat was kind of small, so then one person could ride, the other person could ride, but it was like a kind of tight squeeze. So we didn't really we could have kept the car and say like, Or somebody's gonna drive, but who is gonna drive it? Because we're a family. We're always going out together. We're always doing stuff together. So we had to get rid of it and get a van and then get another car that can carry more people and stuff like that. But all those vehicles that we have, we just pay for it outright, cash. We don't have any car payments. Like the car is $10,000, we pay $10,000. It's $15,000, $15,000. We just buy it like that because to us it's just better. Every month you have to worry about, oh, I have to pay that $700 or $800. Oh, we can't take that. We don't like this kind of business. One thing we pay for is our house. That's it. And that's a big amount of money to pay for. And I hope in the future we wouldn't have to be paying for our houses. We'll be in a faraway land where the land belongs to us and our house is mortgage free. And that's our dream and our hope. But all these extra things, like no. Things that are not necessary, like no. Like we don't need that. Something else frugal people do is they change their own tire. So like when the winter comes, they change their own tire. They learn how to change their own tires. They buy the wrenchy thing and they put the tires on, and then they test it to see if the wheels is on properly and stuff like that. So if you're a frugal person, when the winter comes, it's coming in, you go in your driver again and you change your tire. That save you money. I think it's like $75, $75 or $80. It must be more now to change your tire. Some places they charge you like $116 to have all your tires changed. So every year you gotta pay $100 something. you could you could keep that in your pocket. Um, Another thing frugal people to do is they bring food with them, or they have a snack bag in their car, and I do that all the time, guys. This is my thing, especially when my kids are small. I have a bag. It's called a snack bag. That bag stays in my car. Okay, and there's juice, there's all kind of stuff. So if you're riding with me and you're thirsty, just say I'm thirsty. There's water, there's juice, there's snacks, there's this, there's that. When I'm leaving the house, I'm making some sandwiches, I'm taking some fruit with me and stuff like that. And don't worry about the bag. The bag is like an insulated bag, so it keeps things cool. And then I keep checking it and make sure things are proper in there. In the summertime, I take the bag out, I hang it in I put the bag inside the what do you call that? Our porch. So it doesn't, like, it's not in the car boiling hot, whatever it is, drive and go somewhere. I put it back because those snacks gotta stay in the car because I ain't buying those expensive stuff. You have things at home, you bring it with you. That's how we're gonna ride. So that's what I do. I keep a blanket in my car. I keep extra shoes in my car. Especially in the winter. Well, in the winter time, mostly I do the blanket thingy because just in case you break down. One time our car break down by the side of the road, we had to call CAA, and it took almost 2 hours before they came because we were in a country road and it was far out and the roads were bad. Oh, and like those things come in handy. Like when you're out there and your car, it's not starting, and the time that happened is our car run off the road and it went down like an embankment, so it was like down the hill. But those, like blankets and shoes and that things, they come in handy because it's freezing cold. It's winter, so you can put your blanket on your leg. You can stay warm. I mean, we had winter jackets on and everything. We had our kid in our car with us. We had our baby. She was just a baby, and yeah, we were fine. I keep lantern in my car. One time we were traveling in the US. It was winter time again, and our car broke down. The battery, something just went wrong with the battery, and our car stalled in the middle of the highway. One of the big, what was it? I think the 87, something like that. We stalled and we had to call OnStar, and we were waiting for over an hour. And we had like those lanterns that I keep in my car, and so we park on the side, like on the side, because where our car stalled was just right on the edge, and there wasn't not like a lot of, what do you call that? Like this side of the road. They have like the side of the road where you can stop there. That side of the road was like very, very small. So we went down into the grass as much as we could. And then this highway now is, the big highway, New York highway. And so we got out our lanterns and we put 2 lanterns in the back of our car, and we put 2 lanterns in the front of our car, and then we put our flashes on. And the big trucks were passing by because it's a highway. There's a lot of big trucks, carrying stuff to the supermarkets. It's just like a big trucking highway. And that's a really dangerous highway. And so while we were there, the cops pull up and they said, "Wow, we pulled up because we saw the lights. We saw the lights on the side of the road, and we said, wow, who is that? Who is that person? What happened?" And he said, "Oh, that was a really smart thing that you guys did, because this is a very dangerous highway. A lot of trucks come here, and that side of the little the side of the road is not very big to pull over. So that was a really smart idea, so all the trucks could see you." And it was funny because when the trucks saw us, they all, like, when they come close to our vehicle, they were like blowing to say that they saw us. So that was good. So you see, guys, like, I'm a frugal person. I buy lantern. I keep those lanterns in my car. You see, even maybe if I didn't have those lantern, what would have happened to us? Because the it was winter time. It wasn't really clear outside. It was a little bit foggy, and our flashers wasn't really doing anything great. Yeah, when you come really close to us, you would see flashing, but these trucks, remember, they can't stop. They can't stop like a close distance. They have to see you from afar. So it's good thing we had those lanterns. And anybody coming from the front, they saw the lanterns. People from the back, the trucks, they saw it from a far distance because those lanterns are bright. So you can get those things and put them in your vehicle, because you never know if you live in a place like, where you have winter and snow and bad weather and fog and stuff like that. These are things that you can do. But as a frugal person, I invest in a lot of things because I care about the safety of my family. And yeah, and yeah, so that's basically it. So frugal people, we tend to do a lot of these things. Um, let me see if I go through everything that frugal people do. Oh yeah, the last thing frugal people don't do is, we don't have like unlimited, like, this phone plan. What's expensive phone plan, like $100 phone plan, $70 phone plan? No. Frugal people like us, we don't have those phone plan. My phone plan is $40. I have the basic phone plan. I only take what I need. I don't need all that stuff. I come home, I have internet. I can use my internet when I'm home. When I'm outside, I don't need that. If I have an emergency, I just need that extra stuff on my phone for in case I get stuck somewhere. If I need to call somebody, that's all I need. So I don't need a lot of gigs outside. I don't really need, because I'm not watching anything. I'm not doing anything. And most of the places where I am, they have internet anyway. So what is the point? But why should I pay $70 to $100 every month for something like that? Like, no, that money needs to stay in my pocket, stay in my bank account, and get fat. You understand? So I can be financially stable, and I don't have to worry my head about certain stuff. So this is what I do. I have just a basic plan. My phone companies are saying, "Oh, we will give you a deal. We'll do that. Oh, we'll change your phone. We'll give you a new." No, I don't need anything to change. Everything is good for me. Once the phone is working, I can call people. I can take some good photograph. I don't need a new phone because a new phone come up. I don't need more gigs. I'm not using it. Like right now, I have a lot of gigs on my phone because I was kind of one of those pioneer people when the phone company started. So I was with this company for years. But I have enough gigs on my phone. Like when I'm out there, I can watch movies, I can watch Netflix, I can watch YouTube. And most of the time in the month, I don't even use half of it. So what's the point? Why do I want more? And that's a trick for people out there. They're always enticing you with sales and enticing you with this and deals and whatever. And before you know it, you're paying so much money at the end of the month. But you gotta be smart. You gotta you gotta think frugal. You gotta adopt a frugal lifestyle. Do not buy things if you do not need it. Do not take deals if you don't need it. Like, why? Why are you buying new furniture? Do you need it? Is your chair breaking down? Like, is it poking you when you're sitting on it? I don't think so. What's wrong with your phone? Is your phone not working? Your phone is still working. You can call it. You need all this extra things that's on your phone. No, you don't really need that. Like, really, you're just making somebody else's pocket fat. Guys, be realistic. Let's be realistic here. And I know, like on my channel, I'm always coming and I'm being realistic with you guys, right? Like, why we need all these gadgets? Why we need all these clothes? Why we need all these shoes? Why we need all that stuff? Yesterday I was looking at my closet. I said, you know what? As frugal as I am, and as cheaply as I bought these things, I have to get rid of some stuff. I will. I am going to take down my closet again, and I'm going to look at my dresses and see some nice dresses that have some nice patterns, and I'm going to just cut them, and I'm going to make some skirts for my daughter. Now, I'm not wasting my dresses. I'm not throw it in the garbage, but I'm repurposing it. I'm gonna make some beautiful skirts for my daughter. I'm gonna see if she have any skirts that have holes. Maybe, they're not good anymore, too small to get into short. And I'm gonna make her some new skirts. I also went through her things and I said, oh, you have some dresses, they're kind of short. I'm gonna cut them and I'm gonna make some skirts for you, right? So we learn to repurpose things. I had some bed sheets. I say, oh, these bed sheets, I had them for a long time and it's just blocking up my closet. Let me see if I can make some skirts for myself and my daughter. Actually, I did make a nightgown. I did make a skirt, but learn to repurpose stuff. Also bought some like the sheets. I cut them up and I'm saying I'm going to sew the edges and I'm going to make towels downstairs and I'm going to make cloths to wipe the mirrors and stuff like that. Like, look at things that are in your house. Instead of going out and buy things, instead of going out and buy uh, cloths to bathe, like you have old towels in your house. You can cut them in squares and you can make washcloths. Even if you can't sew on the machine, but you can hand sew. You want to embroidery something on it, like make what you have in your house beautiful. Use them. Don't just throw your towels out. They can become cleaning cloths for your floor. You can use them to clean your bathroom. You can decorate the edges of them. You can actually go to the dollar store. Say you can't sew. You're a person that can't sew. You don't know how to sew. But you can go to the dollar store and you can pick up one bottle of fabric glue. Or you can go to Joann or any one of those places, Walmart, and you can buy a fabric glue. I think they're $4 or $5, a small one. Or even cheaper, $3.95. You can buy a small fabric glue or the one that you can spray. The spray on one is like $8.95. You can buy this spray on thing and you can go to dollar store and you can buy some trim. They have like $2 for trim, $1.25, and you can spray it around and stick the trim around the towels that you cut, and you can make fantastic little face cloth to wash yourself, to bathe yourself, whatever. There you go. Instead of buying face cloth for $7, $6, you can make as much as you want using one towel. Like, we are so used to going to the store and buying stuff and da da da. But then we complain about we have no money. We can't pay our rent. We can't do this. We can't do that. But the things that we're doing is what is preventing us from having the things that we want, because we keep spending money when you have the brain and you have the ability to change your life and change your financial situation. So why not do it? Why not do it? Today, I was going to the car to have my car fixed, like I mentioned to you guys before. And I know I was going to be there until after lunch, but I ate something before, just a small snack before I left, because I'm on my keto, because I have to keep myself in shape, and yeah, being healthy and living a healthy lifestyle is my thing. So before I exercise, I like to either drink my protein or have a light fruit or something like that. But if today was the day when I wasn't doing any keto or something, I would have packed myself a snack. Put my fruit, put my drink, put my fermented drink, and take a snack with me, because I know I'm going to the garage and I'm going to be there for 2-3 hours waiting for my vehicle. I'll be there with my snack, so I won't be buying anything, because at the garage there is a store. And most of you, be honest, if you're going to bring your car to the garage and there's a store right there, you'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna go buy a soda at the store. I'm gonna buy. But then you go to the garage, you pay $400 at the garage to fix your car or whatever. Then you spend the next $20 buying stuff, or you're gonna go to the restaurant to buy food. Like, why? You could have bring your food from home and keep that $30 and do something else with that $30, more worthwhile. There's so much things in life that you can do with your money, but you choose to do something else, and then after you complain about it. For me, as a frugal person, I think about things that's really gonna last me long, things that's gonna bring me long-term memories, than things that are just short and quick fixes. That's more that I think about. So I would buy like a good quality dress or skirt or something like that, good material that's going to last me long, or buy a good book that I can read and I can always go back to, like with recipes and this and that and the other, instead of going to buy a meal, because I eat the meal is finished and it's done. Right? Or I'll decide to cook a meal at home instead, because it's just cheaper and less expensive, and plus I get all the nutrients that I want. And I'm not there eating, consuming chemicals that I don't want to consume. I have a choice. You understand? So guys, that's basically it. This is why frugal people, they have more money than people who are not frugal. That is why people who are frugal, they're very comfortable in their lifestyle, and they don't worry and they don't stress too much about money because they're shop smart and they're money smart. We say that thing back home in the Caribbean, people, you're money smart. They think before they spend any, not even a penny. They think about everything. You see, they're writing down stuff, what they're gonna spend today, this, da da da, what they're gonna do. They always have a plan for the money. They never not have a plan for the money. Every single dollar that they make, there's a plan for it. You know what I mean? So I hope this live was helpful to you guys, and I hope you learned some things. And please comment in the bottom and let me know some of the ways that you are, things that you're doing actually to save money, to keep more money in your pocket, and to make sure you're more financially stable and you don't have to worry and stress yourself so much and living paycheck to paycheck and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of ways and a lot of things that you can change to just be more financially stable. And I think the more you invest in things like that, the happier it's going to be. For example, me, if I don't want to work for 2 days, I don't have to, right? Because I've put myself in a position where I'm not really stressing myself too much about money. I just have the thing that I really need to pay for. I have that money available all the time, and I'm not adding any excess things to stress me out. So I have to be worrying about, oh, I have to pay two, three, four, five things. Like, no, one thing is enough for me, or two things is enough for me, and I don't need any more stuff because I don't want the stress. So let me know how you think in your life, how you think about your finances when you're doing your budget, when you're deciding your life and financially. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? What are you saying to yourself? Okay, I have my mortgage to pay. That's really important to me, right? So let me just keep the money for my mortgage. Let me not add car payments. Let me not add this. Let me not add that. Let me not add the other. Wow. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking about? Or are you stressed every month? Are you saying, oh my goodness, I don't know where I'm gonna get the money to pay for that? Or are you stressed, like what is happening in your life? What is happening? What things that is stressing you out? What decisions are you making, that's not good and you want to get rid of it? And yeah. So yeah, me, I'm a person who, like, I don't like debt. I don't like owing anybody. And I just want to be free. Like, I just want to be free, and I want to be able to control my own life and my own existence. So I want to be able to go where I want whenever I please. I want to be able to eat whatever I want to eat whenever I please. And I just want to be living free on this earth. And I don't want to be restrained by finances. So I've set up myself in a way that things like that is not gonna restrain me. And like I tell you guys already in my life, that I'm not afraid to get rid of my home or get rid of my car if it's causing me to be a burden. Like, I'm not afraid to get rid of things that is burdening me, that is causing me to stress. I just move on to the next. Like, I'm not a person to hold on to stuff or be saying, no, I love this place, I love this house, I love this car. No, no, no. This is not me. I need to be just focused. I need to be happy. And I just need to be living my life the way that I want to. And anything that's going to hinder me from living my life, bye. See you later. I'm getting rid of it. Okay, so that's basically it. So guys, I hope these 12 points were helpful to you. Thank you all for joining me. Shower One, Karen, Bronco Blue, Cute Girl. You guys, thank you for joining. I appreciate all of you. Be blessed. Remember to stay positive. Don't let anybody um tell you that you're not beautiful. Don't let anybody, make you sad. Let anybody make you unhappy. You only have one life, one life, one life. Live it to the fullest, you know, and just enjoy your life. And all this external things that is out there, it's just not worth it. It is just not worth it. It's not worth it. So guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. Bye. I'll see you in the next live. Bye bye.